All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere, somewhere on our ad, aka they're not simply scrolling on by. And we care about women clicking somewhere in our ad because that means our ad has entered their brain. And we care about that because when our ad enters their brain, that is the only time their chance of buying from us is non-zero. So we got to get this unique CTRL number up as high as possible, but under 6% is the most common thing I'm seeing, and it's a massive, massive problem. So even though it's the most common thing I'm seeing, and then that boudoir photographers have in their Facebook ads backend dashboard, it is not normal. It is the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause is the 3 pre-click mistakes. So 3 pre-click mistakes causes BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, we also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe, taking shape here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. And treatment takes about a week. And nobody else has this treatment. You can only get it here. And because we invented it. In Boudoir Pico, we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, whether it's on or off. We treat the duplicated ads. We leave the original one alone. Treat it. Takes about a week. At the end of the week, we keep whichever one rolling as the better metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and we now have pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. And this is basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So we got our full universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's fine, easy enough. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And we achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, in my residency, I went out and found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there in the wild. And first one I tested, the unique CTRL was 4.3%. So we know that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present. So I duplicated that, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So way better. So instead of like 4 out of 100 women clicking somewhere in the ad, we got it up to approximately 7 out of 100 women. So we actually found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of its ad spend. So instead of spending 10 grand a month on their Boudoir Facebook ads, $3,700 a month every single month was being wasted. So what we can do is we can eliminate that waste by using the Boudoir Pico treated ad and spend the difference instead and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So Boudoir Pico at, what would this be, $6,300 a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So that's where the massive gains come from. Now, the second part of my residency, when I found another one in the wild, Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it back to the hospital. Unique CTRL 1.39%. Okay, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So that's insanely good. We found out the original was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, literally $8,400 a month being wasted, thrown out the window. So what we can do now with this Boudoir Pico treated ad is eliminate that wasted ad spend, only spend the difference, $1,600 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and we'll get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month spent. So massive gains there, and we pocket that $8,400, or the business owner pockets that as kind of like an invisible phantom bonus, phantom profit, because it's not being wasted. It's literally, something like 100 grand in kind of bonus profit in the next 12 months. Now, I finally had a patient saw his unique CTR of his Facebook ad is 5.03%. So again, I knew the BLCS was present. So I went in Trio Boudoir Pico, well, duplicated Trio Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got his unique CTR up to 15.35%. So found out he was wasting 67%, or at least the original Boudoir Facebook ad wasting 67% of ad spend. So the original Boudoir Facebook ad had 10 grand a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the Boudoir Pico treated ad, spending only $3,300 a month. So that whole difference, we're pocketing that difference as a bonus profit, or the business owner is, the boudoir photographer is, $6,700 a month in bonus profit by simply not spending that money. I would say, 80 grand bonus in the next 12 months. So insanely good without even needed to service any clients. So from these numbers, from what I've seen, the average boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%, so it's wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend months. All right, so we're gonna diagnose this if we believe it has we believe it has BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome with a unique CTR all under 6%. So we got, the below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're trusting what Facebook says we should fill out for our ad is the best thing for us instead of the best thing for Facebook. So we do it. And the consequence is way more women start scrolling by our boudoir Facebook ads, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. So this is not good for us. Good for Facebook though, because they can serve more ads per unit time the more women scroll by our ads per unit time. So Facebook makes more money per unit time, which is why they recommend us to do this. Second thing we look at, creative. Okay, this looks like an ad mistake. False belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe our boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads because nearly every other boudoir photographer's boudoir Facebook ads look like ads. And this is incorrect. We don't want to make this mistake. What actually happens is it causes way more women to scroll by our boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulls our unique CTR under 6%, and actually decreases or increase the probability we have BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, looking at the see more headline here. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile news feed is all people will see actually when they see our ad. So, boudoir photo shoot. 7 search funding boudoir. All right, so basically no context here of context that we need to set. So it's the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we actually believe that we've set enough context to optimize bringing the correct women in, clicking on our ad, and when in fact we didn't reach that goal, and we're actually having way more women scroll by our boudoir Facebook ad than is necessary without actually without clicking on our ad at all. So consequence of this, pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, contributes to BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. So looking at all this, my diagnosis is the unique CTRL of this boudoir Facebook ad is most likely under 6%. Therefore, yes, I do believe it has BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, a boudoir low click advertiser with boudoir low click syndrome, your unique CTRL of your boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads, and you decide you want to pull more profit out of the Facebook ads part of your business, because you've already optimized other parts of your business. Now you want to optimize the Boudoir Facebook ads part. And you want to do it now because you're looking at the marketplace. You're seeing more and more boudoir photographers join the market. Market becoming more and more saturated seems like every day. It's like someone gets a new iPhone. They also throw up their Google, my business profile saying they offer boudoir now, or they get a new camera. They're posting in the mom groups that, hey, I offer boudoir now. So more and more offers in the market with the same demands, kind of pushing down, the amount of buyers for everyone, or dividing up the buyers for everyone. So you want to optimize by expel more profit out, because you see that, and you see more and more inflation in life going on. And since you spend more than 10 grand a month with Facebook ads on average, we can eliminate approximately 50% of that wasted spend. Put approximately 5K back in your pocket. Well, actually, you don't even have to spend it. Prevent you from wasting 5K a month. Keep that back in your pocket, approximately 60K over the next year, over the next 12 months. And actually, you want to achieve pre-click alignment with your Boudoir Facebook ads so you can become a dominant Boudoir advertiser, and you have Boudoir brain entry boost. So you're on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. So if you want all that, shoot me a DM when I open my hospital for new patient intake. New patient intake is closed right now, so my DMs are closed right now. When my DMs are open, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.